And we are live Sunday, September 21st, 3:15 p.m. Welcome everybody. This one is going to be live. It's going to be live. It's going to be free. I usually do, I do these lives every single day for my YouTube members. YouTube members, once in a while, once a month, sometimes less than once a month, I do this for the public. So this one is for the public. So everybody is invited to watch. So what we are going to do today is we are going to look at our stocks. Most of our stocks, we are going to look at indices. Sometimes going to the weekly chart to see how far back we can see some patterns. So I do technical analysis on stocks. So we don't rely on news. We don't rely on fundamentals. Because we know that this does not work all the time. Bad earnings for Tesla went down. This is perfect. This is what it was supposed to do. But we had moments where Tesla was doing great. Good earnings. October 20th, 2022. Good earnings. Tesla had great earnings. Not too bad earnings. Good earnings. Positive 25% surprise right here. Right here. When was that? July 20th, 2022. Stock went up a little bit and then it cratered. So a company that is doing great financially can still have its stock go down. So we cannot buy companies, we buy stocks. So we want to make sure that stocks go up. So we are looking at the stock price as the primary piece of data to help us decide when to get in, when to get out. Yes, it's possible to time the market, timing it, not in the future. I don't believe in timing it in the future. On August 21st, 2027, Tesla is going to be 600. I don't know. But when Tesla goes sideways for 3 months, cannot be closing above a certain number, and then all of a sudden starts to go above that number. Oh, we take notice because something has changed in the market. So we take notice and we act. So this is what I mean by timing. It's the time to get in. Is it the time to get in now, or is it not the time to get in now? That's it. In the future, we don't know in the future. And long term, I'm sorry to say, we're all dead. So yeah, holding something for long term, it's dangerous. It's not the most optimal way of making money on the stock market. You know, you could have held Tesla. Many people did. Right here, I hold Tesla stock at 397, October 29, 2021. It's a great company. I'm going to buy and hold. Okay, let's go for a swing. Well, it's November. No, it's January 2024. I wish I did not hold. Because it's going down, you know. So stocks have trends. So we need to know in what trend we are. Because we don't want to buy, at the peak. We want to buy at the beginning of a new trend, hopefully. So this is what we do on this channel. So let's start. So Tesla has been stuck under 372 for a while. 372, right here. Since February of this year, 372. At the same time, we were making higher lows. So this is the pattern that the stock was making. And when we see this pattern right here, ascending triangle, it's a triangle and it's moving up, it's ascending. When we break that horizontal resistance at 372, boom, this is a buy. So this happened last week or the week after. It happened, I think the Thursday. Well, I can just look at it here. It happened on Friday, September 12th. So it happened, and the buy signal is still valid right now because, you know, we have not caved in below our stop loss, 360.65 right here. We are continuing. We are continuing. Yeah, buy and hold Tesla, yeah, but not from November 22 to September of 2024 because you lost money on paper. So yeah, the buy signal is still active. So right now we are looking at a potential resistance at 440, and we are slowing down just a little bit before that number. After 440, we should be getting another push that would bring us to 467 right here. 467. Why 467? Because this is what happened in the past. We had a top at 467 in the past, and these tops tend to reappear at exactly the same numbers. Exactly the same numbers. 360.65 right here. Yeah, well, 360.65 right here. 372? Well, okay, there. 372. Those tops and lows stay constant through time. If we know them, we can know when a stock has the potential to reverse. So there's a potential to reverse at 440 right here. Potential to reverse. There is a support at 415. Why? Because we had support at 415 in the past right here. Right here. So if it reverses, then we are not going to just hold it back down. After having made money on the way up, we don't want to give out that money on the way down. That would be inefficient. So when we catch something on the way up, we are choosing an exit point at some point. So 415 is interesting. You can choose another exit point, but we choose an exit point so that we can get out, and then we'll see what is going to happen to that stock, and then we can get back in after a while, after the stock has decided to go a little bit further back up. So right now, Tesla is in a good position. 440 is the number to watch. If on Monday you see Tesla stock above 440, this is going to be good news. We need to wait depending on which time frame you want to invest in or trade in. You know, you can wait for a candle completion on the 1 hour chart or on the daily chart. This is something that we discuss every single day. On Discord, we have a private Discord server. We discuss about all of this. I won't be doing this here, but depending on how you want to play this, regardless, above 440, this is going to be interesting. Below 415.47, then this is not going to be as interesting. But on the daily chart, Tesla is still good. Tesla is still good. We still have good indicators, you know, stochastic over 60. We have we have custom DMI, our custom DMI, and our reversal indicator that is bullish. On the weekly chart of Tesla, indicators are also super good. And on the weekly chart, we have exactly the same pattern with a little bit less noise, so I don't see anything different. We are on this path. This is the path. So after 440, where will this take us? Well, after 440, as I said, we have another resistance a little bit at 467, so this is going to be another milestone. Of course, the all-time high right here at 484 is going to be in play. But what is interesting is that this is the overall bullish channel that Tesla has been in. You know, it's zigzagging a lot. Went from $30 to $400 to 120. So, you know, buying and holding, this is not the good part. This holding part is not good. Then came back to 285, I'm going to say. Coming back to 160. Going to 480. getting back to 210. So this holding part is not good. This holding part is not good. Now we are on our way back. Depending on when we are going to reach this side, we could be talking about, and I'm just extrapolating from this bullish channel resistance right here. I'm just extrapolating. If we go there super fast, we are talking about 529. If we go there, you know, in February, we are talking about 539. If we go there in at the end of April, we are talking about 554. Depending, so this is according to the current bullish trend. Just like a weatherman that's looking at the clouds that have a certain speed in certain direction, they can say, well, it should rain in 3 days over this area. So this is exactly the same thing that we can do here. It's so we can know when, we can extrapolate when money is going to rain. So this is the current rate of ascent of Tesla. And this is how I could say, well, okay, it's going to be 500 something at this date. At this date. So we don't know if it's going to happen. Nobody knows if it's going to happen. But we can see it as it goes. If the wind changes direction, we are going to see it. And we are going to be able to make a decision to, well, okay, well, maybe I will bring my umbrella. I didn't think that the cloud would be coming over my city, but I see the wind change and now it's going in that direction. So I'm going to change. Data changed. The data that I input has changed. So I'm going to change my conclusion. So right now we are on that path. 544 end of April. This is the path. If it changes, I'm going to change the forecast. So okay, so weekly chart, this is all good. Tesla is all good. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX is the fear factor in the stock market. The fear factor is low. We are at 15. We love it. This is fantastic. There is no uptrend we see. If we start going above 1739, these are all good numbers I'm saying now. You know what I said for Tesla, these are numbers that you should jot down somewhere because they are important numbers. Of course, if you become a member, I have a new level. Where you can get a copy of those lines, and then you can see those levels yourself. So click join and you can become a member. And of course, the Discord level is the top, and you get everything. Discord, you get everything. So yeah, 1739. If we go higher, just know that we could be seeing a pullback on the stocks that you might own. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. So Dow Jones continuing higher above 45,767. We saw that on Friday. On the weekly chart, just to look at if we see other patterns, this is all good. This is continuing. All of our technical indicators are bullish on the weekly chart. This is all good. SPX outside of its bullish channel resistance, this was a resistance right here. It was red. Now it's green because we are moving away from it. So we are going faster. SPX was kind of slow since July of this year. Right here, this was kind of slow. It was hugging it, but slow. Now we are breaching it, so it's going faster. So the rate of ascent is increasing for SPX. So this is good news when something gets more bullish. So this is getting more bullish. On the weekly chart, also all of our indicators are super bullish, technical indicators. We could be having a little bit of a slowdown here, you know, on this line right here. We used that line in the past. This is the rate of ascent of the overall bullish channel. This is the rate of ascent. If we extrapolate it, we are talking about 6,800. So at 6,800, depending on when we reach it. Maybe it's going to be, this is why lines are important. Numbers are horizontal lines, but diagonal lines, I can only give a number if I have a date. So if we reach, September 22nd, that's too soon. But if we reach something Monday, well, the top is going to be 6809 here. It's going to be the resistance. If we are talking about later on in December, I'm going to be talking about 7,000. So don't say, well, he said 6,800 and now it's, well, no. I said this is the line. This is the line that defines the limit, and because the line is not horizontal, the value of that line changes every single day. So just to be clear, 6,800 or a little bit more. But this is all good. The indicators are so good too. Nasdaq fantastic, going higher and higher. Everything is good. This one, where can it slow down? Right here, because it was touching this line. This line, sometimes it does not touch it perfectly. But we are talking about 25,654, 26,300, 26,700. This is what we are talking about. So we could be seeing a slowdown soon, but that's okay. It's also possible that we go through it, but at least we could have a nice run until then. Russell, the small caps, all good. Look at this, going super high. All of the indicators are doing great. So Tesla's doing good. The stock indices are also doing good. VIX, the fear factor of the stock market, is also unfearful. This is great. This is what we check. Okay, now let's look at some of our stocks that we are following on Discord, but that I don't follow every single week on YouTube. On YouTube, we follow Tesla, Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold and silver. So let me just maybe jump to what we follow, and then we can look at the ones that are doing good. Grab, UNH, Palantir, Zeta, HIMS, Joby, Rivian, and all of that. We can look at them in a minute. So let's go to gold. This is going to be interesting because these metals have been moving recently. So look at gold right here on the daily chart. We are right smack on the bullish channel resistance. This is why it's stopping its growth. It went here, then boom, cannot break it, boom, cannot break it, and it's going to try again. Nobody knows if it's going to work this time, but if it does this, we are going to see, oh, it did it. It did it. We can only see it. We can only look at the present and the past, but we can extrapolate the future, but we don't know if it's going to happen. But we know what line we need to breach in order to know if it has happened. I don't know if I'm clear. So a little bit of a slowdown right now. And on the weekly chart, everything is good in terms of indicators, and we have that same resistance. Silver had a nice run recently, super nice run. Now we could be slowing down. This is Sprott Physical Silver Trust that I'm following. It's pretty much the same chart as any other silver chart. So at 1487, so soon we could be having a slowdown with silver. So this is what this is telling us. But the move is very valid, very bullish. But let's just watch for a potential slowdown. Okay, now Bitcoin. Everybody loves Bitcoin, huh? So what's happening with Bitcoin? Let's analyze this a little bit further. And Bitcoin is, the market is open during the weekend. So things are happening during the weekend. The market is open right now. So that's quite interesting to see. So 111,940, we have been watching this number for a while. We broke it here, used it as support, then we failed. So some of us took our money out. Well, it's failing, it's falling. So why hold something when it's falling, when you know when you will realize when it is no longer falling anymore, by looking at one line. It's pretty powerful. One line. It's not an arbitrary line. 111,940. It's a line that Bitcoin has basically drawn for us, because it stopped at that price. It stopped at that price. It stopped at that price. It stopped at that price, and it stopped at that price. It's Bitcoin that has been telling me this line, 111,940. Why you don't hear that number anywhere else? I have no clue. I have no clue. This is so clear. So we lost 111,940 not too long ago, in August, at the end of August, and then Bitcoin tried to gain it back, and it failed at first. It tried right here. It tried, failed, but made a higher low, and tried and failed, and tried and failed, and then succeeded. So doesn't that remind you of a pattern that we just saw in Tesla? Making a top, higher lows. When we have a break, this is a buy. This is another example right here. So people that wanted to do it got back into Bitcoin Wednesday, September 10th. And we have been going a little bit higher ever since. It's not a home run yet, but it's still higher. We are in a bullish channel. This is a new bullish channel that was formed by these 2 points right here. This is the resistance side, and we are still above that bullish channel support. So all is good. Patience pays. Now, we hear a lot of things, you know. Tom Lee, a researcher that has his own fund strat. Well, he says, and we can take a look at this right now. He says he sees Bitcoin to go to $200,000 US by the end of by Christmas of this year. I don't know if he is right. So let's take a little bit of time to take a look at this. I'm having problems with this thing. Okay. So let me just look at this in real time. So this is a rate of ascent that we have right here. We have another rate of ascent right here. Let me see what this looks like. We have another rate of ascent here. So we are climbing faster. And we have another one too. We have another one right here. So let's take a look at this. And by the way, I have a masterclass, a Trendline masterclass course. If you want to learn how to draw those lines that allow you to extrapolate clearly what is happening, I have a masterclass, Trendline masterclass, happening October 12th. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's 150. For 2 hours, you get all the recordings, you get the material, and this is for free. This is free for my Discord members, just so you know. But if you just want to pay once and don't pay monthly, because YouTube memberships is a monthly payment, you can hop in 1 month and cancel after that. But if you don't want to deal with this, you can just get this course, and then you will be better equipped to extrapolate where a stock could be going. And this is worth a lot, you know. $200 to learn this is nothing. You can lose $200 on the stock market in a second, and you get nothing in return. So just saying. So right now, so this is the current rate of ascent right here. So if we extrapolate this new rate of ascent, this is the new rate of ascent right here. So 200,000 200,000. I'm going to check if it makes sense to me. You know, to me, okay, let me just extrapolate. Let me just extrapolate. If we extrapolate this, you know, we have two lines. We have the support line, we have the resistance line. And I'm going to try to make it a bit clearer for you guys. Okay, so if we extrapolate this, where can we see Bitcoin priced at Christmas? So let me pick this tool right here. Voila. So right now we are at what? We are at 115. Let me do this. So we are at 115. If we extrapolate with this bullish channel, and I'm gonna be generous, I'm gonna go on the resistance side of the bullish channel. This is the higher side. This is the lower side, this is the higher side. So if I go on the higher side, let's go up to Christmas. So Christmas, let's say December 22nd, 157,000. So based on the current trend, what I see is 157,000. If we are hugging the resistance side of the bullish channel. If we are hugging the support side, I'm seeing 132, which is not too bad, but I don't see 200,000. To get 200,000 is possible. What would need to happen is that we get outside of our bullish channel. So if we get outside of our bullish channel and start to climb faster than this rate of climb, you know, this is all the same rate of climb. If we go faster than this rate of climb by getting outside of this bullish channel, then I'm going to revise my position. But so far, the best I see is 157,000 at Christmas. So you heard it first. You heard it here first. And this is being recorded, so we can go back to this at Christmas. We can go back to this video and we'll see what happens. But if the bullish channel stays the same, this is my extrapolation. So let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily chart. So Ethereum, you know, had a nice run. Now we are going sideways. So we are pausing. What is interesting, though, is that we are making higher lows. You know, this is a low. This is a big low. This is another low. So you see our lows, how they are. So this is the rate of ascent of Ethereum. So let me just draw this a little bit better with proper lines. So this is the current rate of ascent. So this is why it's important to know how to draw lines, because we can extrapolate, and when things break, we can do other lines, but they don't break that often, you know, they don't break that often. Look at this bullish channel right here. Boom, boom. You know, it started in July of this year, and now we are in September. So for 2 months, it showed us exactly what was happening here. This move down right here. This is another move down from December 2024 to May of this year. So that's 5 months. So we can predict, we could contain, and we could extrapolate the movement of a stock using two parallel lines for 5 months. So that's pretty powerful. Voila. So this is what we do on this channel. We like to understand the market. What is the market telling us? So this is the new rate of ascent for Ethereum. This is a very worthwhile skill to acquire. Voila. So rate of ascent locked in. Let me do this. If we do the Christmas thing, I'm gonna go on the resistance side of the bullish channel. If we do the Christmas thing, well, okay, This is, I am on the daily chart, so this is why it's further away. Christmas, 6,000. Ethereum, 6,000 by Christmas. It's a valid play. It's a valid play because this is the rate of ascent, and if we extrapolate, this is what we are getting. So we are getting 6,000. Let me find it back. We are getting 6,000, a little bit more. This is from the resistance side, and if we go down, we are talking about 5,300 with the current rate of ascent. So that's pretty good. And both Ethereum and Bitcoin have already started. Well, let me reset this. Both of them have already started in that rate of ascent. You know, they have started the move. It's not that I am thinking, well, okay, they are going to start the move. No, the move has started, and it's very clear with Ethereum, the move has already started. This is the move, this is the rate of ascent that is already at play right now based on the lows that Ethereum has been making since August 19th. It was making higher lows faster here. This is faster, but it's not going this fast anymore. It is slowing down. So Ethereum has slowed down. So based on this new rate of ascent, 6,100. Bingo. And okay, BMNR is just the Ethereum ETF that we like to watch. So let's go to some of the stocks that we are watching more closely. So Clover Health Investment. This one had a nice run right here. It had a nice run, and look at this same pattern again, making higher lows and making a top. What did happen? Broke this. This was the time to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is, I don't know if you have the money to buy this. I don't know if you like risk, because the stock market has a little bit of risk in it. I don't know any of that, and I don't want to know. I'm just telling you that the imbalance between the buyers and sellers just happened right there. Boom. And now we are stopping. Guess where? We are stopping at 321 at the previous place where the stock stopped. No magic there. It's just history. History. Look at this. The stock likes this number. It likes it. You know, it likes this number, and now it's stopping there. So doing lines is very, very helpful. When we are going to break that 321, then this is going to be a continuation of the move. So all good if we continue. And we should continue even more after having broken that 321. So 321 is an important number. Fubo, this one, look at this. This is going into its bullish channel. So this is all good. You know, it was making higher lows and then started to break 393. Same pattern again. Could not break. Making higher lows. This one is higher, a little bit more, you know, little bit higher like this. This one is like this, and then it started to go really fast here, higher and higher, boom. Continuing. So right now you might ask, well, is it too late? Is it too late to buy? Well, for sure you are not early. We can say that you are not early. When we get a buy signal right here, we use a stop loss just a little bit lower than that trigger, which was 393. So we use a, you know, maybe 381 as a stop loss in case it reverses, we don't lose everything. So we say, okay, it has reversed enough that we think that it no longer wants to go back higher. So that number is 381. So right now, if you buy right now at 435 instead of buying at 4, you still need to have that stop loss at 381. So you know that's a big step. That's a big step down. If you don't mind, that's fine, but that's a big step down, and we have so many other stocks that it's easy to pick another one. So grab also going higher and higher. Look, same thing. Boom, boom, boom. You know, am I repeating myself? I hope you think I'm repeating myself, because I am. And when you get bored, it's because you understand. So boom, we had the break, and now we are continuing. So things, you know, things have been doing great for the past 2 weeks. So grab is doing great. UNH, same thing. Now this one is pulling back. So this one is not too far from its original buy above 326.70. So this one, you might be able to enter into this one without having a big stop loss at the bottom, you know, because it is just coming back to retesting the support. So this one is looking pretty good. Palantir continuing higher, might be slowing down at 189.68. And I won't bother looking at the weekly chart, because the weekly chart is all good too. You know, things have been moving fast so far that this is less of a concern. Zeta, again, making higher lows with a top. Boom. This one has just started. 2 days ago. You see? 2 days ago. So this one is still fresh off the press. Rich Tech Robotics, this one is pretty far away, because this one is on this bullish channel resistance. So it can continue, but we are pretty much extended. So this one, if you are not already into it, I would not go back into it. HIMS, okay, HIMS better. You see, we have just crossed 51 right here 5-6 days ago. It's not too far. So from 54, let's say, or 57 to, I would put a stop loss at 48. So that's not too bad, and a possible reversal at 66. Bitfarm, well, this one, forget about it. This is way too far. Some move fast, some move slow. So this one is a fast mover. Neo, fantastic. This one is just great, and I like the company at the same time. I like the pattern, but I like the company too. So this one is going to maybe stop at 770 and pass down back to 637. Why these two numbers? Because it did that in the past. So I'm just looking at the past. So maybe we are just going to do this. So if it goes back down to 637, you can re-enter and take that next swing. That would be nice. So Neo, maybe not now, but maybe soon. Maybe soon. And if you join Discord, I can help you with that. Discord is a two-way conversation. I talk about what I see. Well, this one is, you know, this could be a nice buy. So I push that on Discord, on my Discord server. But also you can ask me questions. So I'm there a couple of times during the day, and you can ask questions. So this is a nice place. I want it to be a nice place where our goal is just to, you know, it's hard to make money. And letting our money sit there, you know, some people are okay with putting their money in the stock market, SPX, and this is fine. You can do that, and as a whole, this is going to make money. We had some years where it did nothing, so it was better to manage the stuff your own way. but this works too. I cannot diss that, but you make more money by buying individual stocks. That's for sure. If you manage it well, if you are well equipped, if you have the right tools, the right mindset, and everything, and Discord is there for me to contribute to the community, and I am also being helped by people in the community. They see a new company I don't know about, they talk to me about it, and I do the lines on it. Well, maybe yes and maybe no. So we all help each other. So Neo, maybe soon. And Monolithic Power, same pattern again. Boom, boom, flat, moving higher. This was the time to buy. Just 2 days ago. It gapped up a little bit, so it's maybe a tiny smidge high, but maybe it's going to continue. Hood, same thing, Hood, boom, moving. Nouveau Monde Graphite, this is a company in Quebec where I'm from, a graphite mining company. So this is the current rate of ascent. So in February, they could be at 280. So this one is doing nicely. So many stocks, so many opportunities. This is crazy. This is super crazy. You know, we are running out of money to put in. Lockheed on a nice trajectory. It will accelerate if it starts breaking 491. Why 491? Well, because it did that in the past. Because that number stopped it. If it does not stop it anymore, it's going to mean that the sellers that were here are no longer there. So what remains are the buyers. So it's going to fly off. It's simple, huh? Isn't it? Isn't it simple? It's kind of conceptually simple. There's the emotional aspect to manage, but Joe B, okay, this one, same pattern right here, making higher lows. We cannot buy everything. We cannot buy everything. Unless we buy one share of everything, we could buy everything, but so this one right here made the same pattern. Boom. This one has just started. Did 13% profit in on Friday. That's a lot of profit in one day. 13%. So that's a couple of years of letting your money sitting in the bank. Rivian, what does Rivian look like? Rivian making higher lows right here. And starting to make them a little bit higher. We are topping at 14.59. So this one has not breached it yet. So this one is a freebie. This one is a freebie for you guys. Watch it. Watch it. Let it, give it time to break that 14.59 and maybe not, and maybe 15.17, because sometimes it stopped at the higher point, sometimes it stopped at the lower point. So to be more certain, wait for the second line, 15.17, then you have more chance of it working. They all can fall back. That's possible. This is the stock market for you guys. This is not like putting your money in the bank at 2%. But you cannot make 2%. You can only make 2% with your money in the bank, whereas something like Joe B, you could have made 13% in one day. You know, does not happen every day, but it's possible. Global Online, this one is still very good right now. Just broke 35.59, was making it up. So these are all starting, you know. I've shown you 15 stocks. 15 stocks that some of them are just starting, some are further along the way. But, you know, the markets are really, really going well right now. Apple continuing. Xpeng just barely started. You know, this is another one. This is another one, Xpeng, the Chinese EV company. This one has just started right here. You see the same pattern again. Higher lows, boom. Oscar had a nice run. Now it's getting into this downward resistance, and it's caving so far. It's caving in, boom. It's caving in, caving in. So when the cave in is going to be ready, boom. So if you're on Discord, I might tell you about that one when it's time. DigitalOcean on the trajectory. This is nice. Neo Battery Material. No, this one not too good. And these are stocks that are a little bit less interesting that we still follow. So these ones, I just look at them on my own without anybody else. You know, this is just too high right now because it caves in here. It caves in here, so it should cave in here. So it did this, caved in. Did this, maybe it's gonna cave in. Here it's gonna, here this is going to be the time to get back in. But right now, why force it? Don't force something. If you force something, it's not meant to be. Don't force it. Amazon, this is topping at 230. You know, this one, let me say 242.53. This is when Amazon is going to move. Right now, you know, it's moving, going down, zigzagging. ARM, look at this. Higher lows, but the top is still on it. So this one is not ripe yet. We are going to follow it, and when it does this, we are going to be there. On the specific day it happens, we are going to look at it on the specific day. This is my job. This is what I do. This is why you pay me for Discord, is to do the curating. I curate stocks for you. This is what I do. I curate stocks not based on, well, the company is good or not good. I curate stocks based on, is it time or is it not time? You can go on X. There are so many people that are telling you, well, this company is going to do great in the future. Oscar is going to do great. You know, all of these companies, you have people that talk about them on X, and they do the fundamental calculation, sales, and blah, 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 but they don't know when it is time to get in. This is my specialty, the when. Now or not now. So this is my job. I curate stuff. This is why you pay me. I curate stuff for you. Okay, this one, you know, this is just way too far. So many stocks that we are following. SoFi, AMD was doing nice temporarily. This is a great example. AMD is not doing too good now. It's not going too good. But this is a great company. It's going to turn around. When it is going to turn around, then it is going to it is going to be time to get back into it. IonQ, Open, Iron. So these are pretty much too late, but they will come back. And we have some others that are not too late that we can look at. Google, this is too late, and we saw it. We saw it happen right here. We saw it happen. JD, you know, JD, we hear about it, so now it's making higher lows. We still have this big top at 42, but maybe there's a little bit of something you can do before 42. See, it made the top right here. It made the top at 34.45. Boom, 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 boom. Voila. So this one is still okay because it's not too far off. It's not too far off. So this one, this is my job. I put a pink thing here. So these are the ones that are ripe. if you want to go for some apple picking. So that's it. That's it for me today. So thank you for watching. Tesla by the end of the year, I said it. Salut Eric. Hello Gucci. Hello Chad. Sinful Davy. Could we fall to 396? Everything's possible. We could fall. Anything can happen. But that's not the right question. What is the probability? Well, so far there's 396. Where's the probability of 396? Okay, I'm gonna... So right now we are above 411. This is a support. And we have support at 400. So you are talking to me about 396. Well, so far it could happen, but we are going to see it happen before, because we are going to see 411 go, and then we are going to see 400 go. So far I cannot say that this is going to happen. So thank you for watching. So don't forget, private Discord server gets you access to everything. I have my Trendline Masterclass October 12th. If you just want that and you want to do your stuff, you can do that. I have the trading view lines that you can copy. So for those of you who sell covered calls, you need lines. You need lines for those covered calls, because you need to know when is the stock going to go next. When is it going to go next? You need that. And this is the bullish channel we are in with Tesla. So where do you buy your covered calls? Sell here. You sell them here. So you sell them here at this strike and at this date. Anywhere here outside. So if you want to do, so the covered call people, you need this. If you want to sell some covered calls with expiry in March, you sell them at the strike price right here, 620 or above. 620 and above, you should be okay, because you are under the rate of ascent. This is the rate of ascent, you are under it. And if you want to sell those expiry Friday, January 23rd, well, 584 strike. So covered calls, people, this, and people that sell puts, also you need those lines. Anyway, so have a great Sunday. It is beautiful outside in my neck of the woods, so I'm going to wish you a great rest of the weekend. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.